Longueuil is a city in the province of Quebec, Canada. It is the seat of the Montérégie administrative region and the central city of the urban agglomeration of Longueuil. It sits on the south shore of the St. Lawrence River directly across from Montreal. The population as of the Canada 2011 census totaled 231,409, making it Montreal's second largest suburb, the fifth most populous city in Quebec and 19th largest in Canada. Charles Le Moyne founded Longueuil as a seigneurie in 1657. It would become a parish in 1845, a village in 1848, a town in 1874 and a city in 1920. Between 1961 and 2002, Longueuil's borders grew 3 times. As it was amalgamated with surrounding municipalities, there was a stronger amalgamation in 2006. Longueuil is a residential, commercial and industrial city. It incorporates some urban features, but is essentially a suburb. Longueuil can be classified as a commuter town as a large portion of its residents commute to work in Montreal. Most buildings are single-family homes constructed in the post-war period. The city consists of 3 boroughs: Longueuil, Longueuil, St. Hubert and Greenfield Park. Longueuil is the seat of the judicial district of Longueuil. Residents of the city are called Longueuilois. History: the territory of New France was divided into seigneuries in order to ensure the colony's defense. Longueuil was founded in 1657 by Charles Le Moyne, a merchant from Ville-Marie, as a seigneurie. According to Abbé Phalon, Charles Le Moyne, lord of the area starting in 1657, named Longueuil after a village which is today the seat of a canton in the district of Gep in his homeland of Normandy. In France, the name is spelled Longueuil, and it is rumored that it was a mistake to spell it Longueuil. His son, Charles Le Moyne de Longueuil, built Fort Longueuil as his fortified residence. It was constructed of stone between 1685 and 1690 and had 4 towers. Fort Longueuil was believed to be occupied by American troops during the American Revolutionary War. It was subsequently occupied by the British. It was demolished in 1810 due to its poor condition. The archaeological remains of Fort Longueuil were recognized as a National Historic Site of Canada on May 25, 1923. The site extends beneath the present-day Saint Antoine de Padua Cathedral. The seigneurial system ended in 1845 and Longueuil was turned into a parish municipality named Saint Antoine de Longueuil. In 1848, a portion detached from the parish and officially established as the village of Longueuil. This same village became a town in 1874, and then a city in 1920. Musician Paul Pratt notably served as the city's mayor from 1935 to 1966. Longueuil's city limits expanded for the first time in 1961 when it merged with Montréal Sud, and again in 1969 when it merged with Ville-Jacques-Cartier. In both cases, Longueuil was chosen as the name of the new city. On January 1, 2002, as part of the 2000 to 2006 municipal reorganization in Quebec, the provincial government amalgamated the former Longueuil with Boucherville, Brossard, Greenfield Park, Lemoyne, Saint-Bruno de Montarville, St. Hubert and St. Lambert. As with the 1960s, the name Longueuil was chosen for the new city. However, after a change of government and a 2004 referendum, Boucherville, Brossard, St. Lambert and St. Bruno de Montarville were reconstituted as independent cities on January 1, 2006. As such, the current city of Longueuil now includes only the former cities of Longueuil, St. Hubert, Greenfield Park and Lemoyne. Geography: Longueuil occupies 115.59 square kilometers of land. The city is bordered by the cities of St. Lambert and Brossard to the west, Boucherville and St. Bruno de Montarville to the east, and the St. Lawrence River and Montreal to the north. The city of Longueuil is located approximately 7 kilometers south of Montreal on the south shore of the St. Lawrence River. Longueuil is located in the St. Lawrence River Valley, and is a vast plain. Areas near the river were originally swampland with mixed forest, and later prime agricultural land. Agricultural land still exists in the portions of the city furthest from the river. The city of Longueuil also includes Île Charon, a small island in the St. Lawrence River, and part of the Boucherville Islands. Like Montreal, Longueuil is classified as humid continental or hemiboreal. Longueuil has long winters, lasting from November to March, short springs during April and May, average summers, lasting from June to August, and short autumns during September and October. Demographics. According to the 2011 Canadian census, the city of Longueuil had 231,409 people, an increase of 0.9% over 2006's figure of 229,330. Longueuil occupies 115.59 square kilometers of space, giving the city a population density of 2,002 persons per kilometer squared. There were 106,499 private dwellings, 102,067 of which were occupied by usual residents. Of the 132,570 workers in Longueuil, the median income was $26,537, which is above Quebec's provincial average of $25,464. Among the 69,990 full-time workers, the median income was $37,521, or slightly below the provincial average. Several of Montreal's most impoverished neighborhoods are located in Longueuil. Other languages were spoken by 13.6% of the population, with the most spoken being Spanish, Arabic, Haitian Creole, Romanian, Persian, Chinese, Italian and Portuguese. These figures include multiple responses. People of European origins made up 87.6% of the population in 2006. The largest visible minority groups are Black, Latin American, Arab, Chinese, Southeast Asian, and South Asian. Economy. Although a large chunk of Longueuil's workforce commute to Montreal, the city nevertheless offers many jobs in a diverse range of industries. Above all, Longueuil benefits from having very low property value despite its close proximity to Montreal. Longueuil is particularly strong in the aerospace industry. It is home to the headquarters of both Pratt & Whitney Canada and Aerudevtech. Pratt & Whitney Canada is Longueuil's top employer with 5,000 employees, while Aerudevtech has 550 employees. Also located in Longueuil is the headquarters of the Canadian Space Agency, adjacent to Montreal, St. Hubert Airport. Pascan Aviation has its headquarters in St. Hubert, Longueuil. Other companies based in Longueuil include Agropur and Jean Coutu Group. In 2008, Canadian Business ranked Longueuil as the 30th best place to do business in Canada. Arts and culture. There are several notable cultural events in Longueuil each year. The Longueuil International Percussion Festival, which features 500 musicians, takes place over 6 days in July in the neighborhood of Old Longueuil, and draws 200,000 visitors per year. Attractions. There are 3 nature parks in Longueuil: Parc Marie-Victorine and Parc Michel Chartrand in Longueuil and Parc de la Cité in St. Hubert. It is also home to a wildlife reserve, the Bois du Tremblay, which is partially in Longueuil and partially in Boucherville. There are 7 arenas: Cynthia Cool Arena in Greenfield Park, Arena Émile Bouchard, Arena Jacques Cartier, Arena Olympia and Colisée Jean Beliveau in Longueuil, and Centre Sportif Garrett Anne Boucher and Centre Sportif Rosanne Laflamme in St. Hubert. Notable places of worship include the Roman Catholic Co-Cathedral of Saint Antoine de Padoue and Saint Hubert Church, Fr., and the Montreal, Quebec Temple of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Sport. Government. Municipal. The current mayor is Caroline Street Hilaire, a former member of the Canadian House of Commons. She has held the title since 2009. She is the third mayor of Longueuil since the 2002 merger. Businessman Jacques Olivier, who once served as Minister of Labour, served as mayor from 2002 until 2005. The second mayor of Longueuil was Claude Gladue, serving from 2006 to 2009. He also happened to be mayor of the former city of Longueuil from 1994 to 2002. The city's three boroughs are Longueuil, Longueuil, Greenfield Park and St. Hubert. In total there are 26 city councillors, including one borough president each. Greenfield Park has 3 councillors and its borough president is Mireille Carrière of Action Longueuil. St. Hubert has 8 councillors and its borough president is Lorraine Guy-Boivin of Action Longueuil. Longueuil, Longueuil has 15 councillors and its borough president is Michel Desjardins of the Parti Municipal de Longueuil. Longueuil's City Hall is located in the borough of St. Hubert. Federal and provincial. Federally, Longueuil is part of 3 electoral districts, all of which are represented by the New Democratic Party. The riding of St. Lambert, which includes the boroughs of Longueuil, Longueuil and Greenfield Park as well as the city of St. Lambert, is represented by Sadia Grohe. The riding of Longueuil, Pierre Boucher, which includes the eastern portion of the borough of Longueuil, Longueuil as well as the city of Boucherville, is represented by Pierre Nantel. The riding of St. Bruno, St. Hubert, which includes the borough of St. Hubert as well as the city of St. Bruno de Montarville, is represented by Jaude Sella. Provincially, Longueuil is represented in 4 electoral districts. The electoral district of Laporte includes the boroughs of Greenfield Park and St. Hubert, and is represented by Nicole Ménard of the Quebec Liberal Party. The electoral district of Marie-Victorine, which includes the western portion of Longueuil, Longueuil, is represented by Bernard Drainville of the Parti QUE-COIS. The electoral district of Tyon, which covers the eastern portion of Longueuil, Longueuil, is represented by Marie Malivoy of the PQ. The electoral district of Vachon, which covers the borough of St. Hubert, is represented by Martine Ouellet of the PQ. Infrastructure. Commuting patterns. According to the 2006 census, about 39,485 city residents commute to work in Montreal on a daily basis, while only 38,090 residents work in the city itself. A further 6,915 residents work in Boucherville every day, 4,775 work in Brossard, 2,795 in St. Bruno de Montarville, and 1,815 work in St. Lambert, the 4 other constituent cities of the Longueuil agglomeration. By contrast, only 8,845 people commute from Montreal to work in Longueuil every day, while 4,080 people commute from Brossard to work in Longueuil. 2,940 people commute from Boucherville, 2,090 from St. Julie, 1,825 from St. Bruno de Montarville, 1,815 from Chambly, and 1,810 from St. Jean-sur-Richelieu Road. The St. Lawrence River between the island of Montreal and the South Shore is traversed by only 5 automobile crossings. 2 of these are in Longueuil, the Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine Tunnel and the Jacques Cartier Bridge. Autoroute 20 is an important highway in Longueuil, bordering the St. Lawrence River in the Longueuil-Longueuil borough, where it coexists with Autoroute René-Lévesque, and finally heading eastward toward Boucherville. Autoroute 30 crosses the St. Hubert borough in the southern part of the city, between the cities of Brossard and St. Bruno de Montarville. Route 116 is another major highway, with its western terminus located in Lemoyne. heading east through the borough of St. Hubert toward St. Bruno de Montarville. Route 112 coexists with Route 116 from Lemoyne to Cousineau Boulevard in St. Hubert, where it heads southeast toward Carignan. Route 134 is a major artery, perhaps better known by its more common names: the Jacques-Cartier Bridge on the portion crossing the St. Lawrence River, and Taschereau Boulevard, which connects the bridge to all three boroughs of Longueuil, and southward toward the city of Brossard. Public transportation. The REACUTSEAU de Transport de Longueuil provides bus service in Longueuil. There are 77 bus routes and 12 shared taxi routes serving 139,374 passengers per day, and 32,738,155 passengers in 2011. Almost all bus lines of the RTL terminate at the Longueuil bus terminus. Many buses terminating at the other main bus terminus, Brossard, Panama, cross the Champlain Bridge to arrive at the terminus Centreville in downtown Montreal. The city is also served by the Longueuil Université de Sherbrooke metro station, adjacent to the Longueuil bus terminus. The station connects to downtown Montreal via the Yellow Line of the Metro. The Agence Métropolitaine de Transport runs the Mont-Saint-Hilaire commuter train line, also serves the South Shore. The only commuter train station in the city of Longueuil is St. Hubert Station. Until the mid-1950s, Longueuil was served by interurban streetcars operated by the Montreal and Southern Counties Railway. Longueuil also has a small airport, St. Hubert Airport. It is one of Canada's most important general aviation airports, ranked 12th busiest airport by aircraft movements. A small marina, the Raoul Bouvier Marina, is located on the St. Lawrence River in the borough of Louviers-Longueuil. The Old Port of Montreal-Longueuil Ferry is a seasonal ferry service links the Raoul Bouvier Marina to the Jacques-Cartier Pier in the Old Port of Montreal. Hospitals. The city is served by two hospitals. The Charles Lemoyne Hospital is a Université de Sherbrooke affiliated hospital in the borough of Greenfield Park. It is the main hospital for Longueuil, as well as the neighboring cities of Saint Lambert and Brossard. The Pierre Boucher Hospital is a smaller hospital in the borough of Louviers-Longueuil which serves Louviers-Longueuil, Boucherville, Varennes, Saint-Julie, Saint-Aimable, Vercheres, Calixa-la-Vallée, and Contrecoeur. Education. The city of Longueuil is served by several educational institutions. Both the Université de Sherbrooke and Université de Montréal maintain campuses in the borough of Louviers-Longueuil. There is one CEGEP in Longueuil, Collège Édouard Montpetit, located in Louviers-Longueuil. Collège Édouard Montpetit has an aerotechnic school, École Nationale d'Aérotechnique, located at a separate campus in the borough of St. Hubert near St. Hubert Airport. There are two technical and professional colleges, both located in Louviers-Longueuil. These are the Pierre Dupuis Professional Formation Centre and Collège Infotechnique. Primary and secondary schools. Public Anglophone schools are operated by the Riverside School Board. There are two secondary schools in Longueuil operated by the Riverside School Board: Centennial Regional High School in Greenfield Park and Heritage Regional High School in St. Hubert. Public francophone schools are operated by the Commission Scolaire Marie-Victorine. There are 7 secondary schools in Longueuil operated by that district: École Secondaire Internationale Street Edmond and École Secondaire Participative Laguerre in Greenfield Park, École Secondaire André Laurendeau and École Secondaire MGRAM Parenta in St. Hubert. École Secondaire Gerard Filion, École Secondaire Jacques Rousseau and École Secondaire Saint Jean Baptiste in Louviers-Longueuil. Prior to 1998, the South Shore Protestant Regional School Board served the municipality. There are also 3 private francophone secondary schools, all of which are in Louviers-Longueuil. They are Collège Charles Lemoyne, Collège Français, and Collège Notre-Dame de Lourdes. Media. Longueuil and the other cities in the agglomeration are served by 2 free-of-charge weekly French-language newspapers: Le Courrier du Sud, published by Quebec All Media, is the oldest, and contains inserts tailored to specific boroughs. Rive Sud Express is a newer weekly, published by Transcontinental Media. Both Le Courrier du Sud and Rive Sud Express are both home-delivered as well as carried in newspaper boxes. Point Sud is an independent monthly newspaper, also free of charge, that is carried on newspaper stands in select locations. Longueuil is also served by the CHAA-FM 103.3 radio station. Another radio station, CHMP-FM 98.5, is officially licensed to Longueuil, despite both the studio and transmitter being located in Montreal. Residents of Longueuil and adjacent communities are also served by a local cable television station, T'Écoute Rive Sud, which is owned by Quebec All Media and is an affiliate of Canal Vox. It is available to Videotron cable subscribers only. Partner cities: Whitby, Ontario; Lafayette, Louisiana, United States.